That was the alarm. Are y'all gonna turn the alarm off or keep hitting snooze? This town, this county needs to wake the hell up! I have family out here. I'm not gonna disclose their names because I'm on the right side of history and I know that opposition comes when I'm headed in the right direction. So not only am I fighting for my black brothers and sisters out here, my brown brothers and sisters that live in this town that are afraid to stand with me, I got y'all.
That's right.
I got y'all. I'm not scared. I've been scared of being black for 26 years of my life. After I saw George Floyd, I'm like, nah. Time for America with 3 Ks to be scared. Last week, 2 weeks ago, we were out here, me and my sisters and my brothers from Harford County. I felt it was my responsibility to come out here because I come out here often. I have family out here. You know, it's a shame that it's a well-known thing in a town that I can't go somewhere past 5 o'clock to get a cheesesteak from Bigfoot's. Y'all know where Bigfoot's is in Rising Sun? I can't go there by myself. I have to take my white brother with me. I can't go to a vape store in Elkton without one of my white brothers going with me. My dad is so terrified. My dad, my church dad, my spiritual dad, he's so scared when I leave his house in Northeast. I have him tell me, call me when I get over the Hayden Bridge. Not when I get home, but when I get over the Hayden Bridge. Because he knows the opposition is not that strong where I live. Because the weak racists get kicked out of this county, and then we got to deal with them in Harford County. Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that true?
That's it.
So I'm not concerned about hitting the little teacup party they be having in Bel Air, having drinks. I won't go to the camp. I'm not called to kill snakes. I'm to kill snakes and foxes. I'm here to kill a giant. So when I say that, and I sat here, we marched silently, peacefully, beautiful. I recognize the faces out here.
That's right.
We marched peacefully out here. Started raining. It was humid and raining. That's disgusting, by the way. It's a nightmare for my sister when it rains.
I got weave and I'm good.
Oh, God bless you. As we were reading names off, and I know my sister doctor's not here today with us, but as these beautiful black women were reading these names off, we had to keep pouring a drink out for a life that was lost. There were so many names that the puddle that was being built from the bottle of water that we were using to pour out for these names, we had to re-scoop it in that same puddle, guys. That is too damn much. Over 200 names. I was broken as a baby by 80.
I think all lives matter.
Black Lives Matter.
I got it. I'll stop saying Black Lives Matter when Black Lives Matter. How about that? I'm not playing with Satan today, y'all. So when I say that, and mind you, the reason I mentioned on Sunday, these beautiful, fair-skinned members of my chapter, about a month ago, they were strangers to me. I'm already telling them I'm ready to be at y'all wedding when we get older. That's family right there. This is love right here. And I didn't want to cause attention to myself. I was broken. I was crying. I was shaking uncontrollably. God bless you.
That's just my mom.
She was a little lightheaded.
Hi, Mom.
She a little lightheaded. She had to go home and get night out.
Nobody wins when the family feuds. So when I say that, in times of brokenness, broken bones don't sever apart. They need to come together so healing can happen. A couple of these gentlemen weren't here the day that I was crying out here in these streets. I didn't have to say a word. They immediately got an arm in and embraced me. Though they could not understand because they do not have the same skin tone. They don't have the death threats as early as 7, mind you. I got shot at by a white guy at 9 years old because I found his wallet and I returned it to his house. He accused me of stealing it. That's a shame. And I was 9, but I probably looked 5. You know, black don't crack, so I'm just, you know. The reason why it was so hard listening to all those names. Some stories I had to look, I took pictures of my brothers and sisters' signs. I had to research them. And unfortunately, when you are black in America with 3 Ks, because we go to 2 different countries, y'all, don't get it confused.
Hey, Natty Nat, get out here. Park your car. Get out here. Trayvon wants you out here.
We go to 2 different countries. But we have the same flag, but they mean 2 different things to us. So when I say that, being black in America, I can speak for myself. I won't speak for you, my sister, but I was not taught to live in America. I was taught to survive in America.
Right. Same here. That's right. That's right.
And
All about it.
every one of those names just reverberated in me.
Yep. All about it.
Because any one of those names could have been me. Any one of those names could have been any black name with a black face that I know and love, and any other black face that hasn't been put in the dirt yet.
Right.
Honestly, and I probably sound wild for saying this, I'm not even mad at the people that were honking their horns and revving their engines and backfiring their engines, and somebody that doesn't know how to drive the car because it got all smoky and stuff. That's unfortunate. Get a Prius next time, my goodness. But I heard that you guys reached out personally to this man. So not only did he not stand with us, but he stood off to the sidelines.
To intimidate. Story after story is coming in.
Y'all keep telling them stories. What about my aesthetic is funny? People in my chapter know, last night, as I dropped off members of my chapter after we had lunch, I dropped off my little sister. I'm about to go home.
Come on over here, buddy. He's coming.
I'll wait for him. What's up, beautiful baby boy? Come on over here.
Nobody's out of town.
We live here.
We love you.
It's alright, y'all. It's alright, y'all. Must be doing something right to get this opposition. So go harder when you feel like quitting, okay?
Right.
Alright?
Exactly right.
Sorry, I want to be
No,
close
you're
to the
good.
street. I know all these people.
You're
I know
good.
what's in their face.
Because Satan will try you.
Thank you.
Satan will try to take your eyes off of what's important. After I dropped off one of my little sisters after we got food yesterday, I had a white man pull up next to me at a light. He called me nigger with a hard R.
It's all right.
It's okay.
It's all right.
You got this.
We got you.
How can that still be happening?
It does. Y'all see tears here, right? And you know me. You know me.
Come on,
I
let's give
don't
it up
cry.
there. Let's give it up there.
So when I say we can't fight every battle, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I said this to you guys on Sunday, and I'm not a hypocrite, and I'll snitch on myself. I'll be real with y'all. I was angry. I had to take a left to get home. I was like, you know what? If anybody knows what direction this is, I'm going right. God put me in my place real quick. And he said, what are you doing? As if he didn't just see what just happened. I'm trying to rationalize with him. I'm telling him I'm tired of turning the other cheek. I'm tired of throwing this up with my whole life. They didn't throw it back. The fact I was scared to whistle because I heard about Emmett Till at 5. And God reminded me in that moment, I called you to kill giants, not foxes. That was a fox. Had I followed that man home and did something I can't take back, I wouldn't be standing here with you guys.
Right.
So, after what I just went through, after what I've been going through for literally 26 years of my life, that even I had to realize that even a bed wasn't safe because of Breonna Taylor, I said, you know what, they're going to have to kill me, Grandmama. I'm not their slave. I will fight because we need to fight. I jokingly said there's no black men out here besides me. I want the black men and women to know I ain't scared. I'm a black skinny kid from Edgewood. I'm not scared. I'm tired of being scared. So I'm not gonna put out a fire by starting it by retaliating with the same thing that started it. But I'm going to lead with love. I'm gonna love everybody out here. I'm going to embrace everybody out here. If you are broken, we need to come together because nobody wins when the family feuds. We need to reconcile the tension that the African American community has. Y'all learning, good job. We need to reconcile with the African American community and the brown community in this county that it's okay to come out here and say you got a problem with something. It's patriotic to want your country to get better. It's patriotic to want your state, your county to get better. People don't make complaints about restaurants because they're never going to eat there again. They make complaints so there can be adjustments made.
Or black, or Mexican, or Asian, or
Trans.
where else.
So, for y'all that have black friends.
You're my brother, so.
So for y'all that have black friends, I need you to encourage them. Because they're terrified. They're terrified. Like I said, the racists that can't make it in this county get kicked out and go to my county. They don't even gotta tell me. I know they're terrified. Y'all either need to start getting a minivan, picking these brothers and sisters up, let them know I will stand with you. Not for them, with them. I will not speak for you, but I will amplify your voices. I will make sure your hurt is heard. I will make sure that bigots are made an example of. Because it took me 26 years telling myself I am the blood of a slave. But I got a heart of a king. I ain't scared no more. And everybody else, black and brown, that lives in this county, you do have the blood of a slave, but you are royalty. Life began with us. Life began with us. Donald Trump, my
Black ass are the words you're looking for.
Enough said. Enough said.
We'll worry about this giant first. Let's get rid of this one first. I want somebody in this town to run for mayor for real. I'll wrap it. I will wrap it your campaign. I'll do whatever I need to do. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to look Satan in the eye and flip him off. Don't be afraid to call bigotry. Call a spade a spade. Only way it's gonna get better. I don't know anybody that goes to the doctor and they got a tumor and they're like, get rid of the sickness in this town. Because then when we get rid of the sickness in this town, we can get rid of the sickness in this state. We can get rid of the sickness on this East Coast, and then the West Coast, the country, and then nation to nation. Keep your foot on the gas. Because the marathon continues. Make some noise now. Come on. Let them know y'all out here.